When evaluating angles, we'll place them in standard position and focus on the terminal side. When the terminal side lies in quadrant 1, that is, it points anywhere in this area, the angle is an acute angle, greater than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees. We'll cover angle measurements in TR-04, but you're probably already familiar with 90-degree right angles. Angles whose terminal side lies along the positive y-axis are called right angles or 90-degree angles. Right angles are usually denoted by a small square at the vertex instead of an arc to make it clear that they're right angles. The right angle is also our first example of a quadrantal angle. A quadrantal angle has its terminal side directly along the x or y axis, which are the boundaries between the quadrants. Angles whose terminal side lies in quadrant 2 and point anywhere in this area are obtuse angles, greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. An angle with a terminal side along the negative x-axis is called a straight angle, which seems pretty descriptive. It has a measure of 180 degrees and is another example of a quadrantal angle, since its terminal side lies along a coordinate axis. Angles having their terminal sides down in quadrants 3 or 4 are called reflex angles, since they're greater than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees. This quadrantal angle is also a reflex angle, even though it isn't technically in quadrant 3 or 4, but right between them. It's still a reflex angle since its measure is between 180 and 360 degrees. And an angle that goes all the way around and ends where it began is called a full angle, or a full rotation angle, with a measure of 360 degrees. A full angle is also a quadrantal angle. I didn't mention it earlier, but an angle can have size 0 if its terminal side is completely coincident with its initial side without any rotation at all. This is called a zero angle and is also a quadrantal angle. So a zero angle and a full angle have their terminal sides coincident with each other. Angles that have this property are called coterminal angles. Let's take a 60-degree angle. Its terminal side is here in quadrant 1. We can also imagine a negative angle that wraps around to have the same terminal side. This angle happens to be negative 300 degrees. 60 and negative 300 degrees are coterminal angles. Coterminal angles will always be 360 degrees apart, or some whole multiple of 360 degrees apart when in standard position. Negative 300 plus 360 equals 60 degrees. We can add another 360 degrees to get 420 degrees. So negative 300 degrees, 60 degrees, 420 degrees, 780 degrees, negative 660 degrees, and so on, are all coterminal angles. They're not the same angle, but they are all coterminal when in standard position. Your instructor might ask you to name some angles coterminal with some given angle. Just repeatedly add or subtract 360 degrees. Let's try a problem. What are all the angles between negative 1000 degrees and positive 1000 degrees that are coterminal with negative 10 degrees? Subtracting 360 degrees gets us to negative 370 degrees. Subtract 360 degrees again to get negative 730 degrees. When we subtract 360 degrees from negative 730, we get negative 1090, which is outside the specified range. So now let's go in the other direction and add 360 degrees to negative 10 degrees to get 350 degrees. Add another 360 to get 710 degrees. Adding another 360 would yield 1070, which is outside the specified range. So the answers are negative 730, negative 370, 350, and 710 degrees. Coterminal angles will always be some whole multiple of 360 degrees apart, and any angle has an infinite number of coterminal angles because you can add or subtract 360 degrees forever. If I draw a 20-degree angle and a negative 50-degree angle like this, their terminal sides are in the same place. Are these coterminal angles? No. When we draw them each in standard position, they do not have coterminal sides. Coterminal means two angles have coincident terminal sides when they are placed in standard position. For extra practice drills, see video TR-02X. In the next video, TR-03, we'll cover angle relationships.